It's a new year and a new chance for you to make a fresh start with your compliance. For the next 31 days on the FCPA Compliance Report, we're going to be bringing you a daily tip, strategy, or idea that you can use to improve your program. Here's your host, Tom Fox, the Compliance Evangelist.
This month's sponsor of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is Affiliated Monitors. Founded in 2004, Affiliated Monitors provides professional, independent integrity monitoring and ethics and compliance assessments nationally and internationally and across almost all industries. With its knowledge of effective ethics and compliance programs and cultures, Affiliated Monitors is respected for its work as the corporate monitor on matters ranging from multinational corporations to small and mid-sized companies and even individuals. Having served in over 750 monitorships, no one has more experience as an independent monitor than the team at Affiliated Monitors. For more information on how an independent monitor can help improve your company's ethics and compliance program, visit this month's sponsor, Affiliated Monitors, at www.affiliatedmonitors.com. Conclusion to 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program on Continuous Improvement in a Compliance Program. Under hallmark number 9 of the 10 hallmarks of an effective compliance program, as articulated in the 2012 guidance, it stated, finally, a compliance program should constantly evolve. A company's business changes over time, as do its environments in which it operates, the nature of its customers, the laws that govern its actions, and the standards of its Chapter 5 guiding principles of enforcement. In addition, a compliance program does not exist on paper, but are followed in practice will inevitably uncover compliance weaknesses and require enhancements. Consequently, the DOJ and SEC evaluate whether companies regularly improve their compliance programs and not allow them to become stale. This insight was carried forward in the 2019 DOJ guidance, which listed 3 types of continuous improvement: internal audit, control testing, and evolving updates. Each category was further refined with multiple attendant questions. You should keep track of external and internal events which may cause change to your business process, policies, and procedures. Some examples are new laws applicable to your business organization and internal events which drive changes within a company reorg, or a major acquisition, for instance. Continuous improvement requires that a company monitor whether its employees are staying within the compliance program. In addition, the language set out in the 2012 FCPA guidance, 2 of the 7 compliance elements in the U.S. Sentencing Guidelines call for companies to monitor, audit, and respond quickly to allegations of misconduct. These 3 activities are key components of enforcement officials look at when determining whether companies maintain adequate oversight of a compliance program. One technique that is extremely useful for continuous improvement is ongoing monitoring. Monitoring is a commitment to reviewing and detecting compliance variances in real time and then reacting quickly to remediate them. The primary goal of monitoring is to identify and address gaps in your program on a regular and consistent basis across a wide spectrum of data and information. Your company should establish a regular monitoring system to spot issues and address them. Effective monitoring means applying a consistent set of protocols, checks, and controls tailored to your company's risk to detect and remediate compliance programs on an ongoing basis. To address this, your company's compliance team should be checking in routinely with local finance departments and foreign offices to ask if they've noticed any recent accounting irregularities. Regional directors should be required to keep tabs on potential improper activity in these countries in which they manage. These ongoing efforts demonstrate your company is serious about compliance. Over the course of this 31 days, I presented a variety of specific tools and techniques for the compliance practitioner to utilize. They include financial audit, culture audit, controls monitoring, various risk management strategies, mock audit, financial health audit, and a variety of other tools which can become continuous monitoring. The tools are both quantitative and qualitative. Pick and choose the right tools for your company's business and compliance profile. Continuous improvement through continuous monitoring or other techniques will keep your compliance program abreast of any changes in your business model's compliance risk and allow growth based upon new and updated business best practices specified by regulators. A compliance program is in many ways a continuously evolving organism, just as your company is. You need to build a way to keep pace with both the market and regulatory changes to have a truly effective anti-corruption compliance program. The 2012 guidance makes clear that the DOJ and SEC will give meaningful credit to thoughtful efforts to create sustainable compliance programs if a problem is later discovered. Similarly, undertaking proactive evaluations and improvements before a problem strikes can lower the applicable range under the U.S. sentencing guidelines. Although the nature and frequency of proactive evaluations may depend on the size and complexity of the organization, the idea behind such efforts is the same: continuous improvement and sustainability. So what are today's three key takeaways? I'd like to spend a little bit more time talking about these today. The first one is, why do you need continuous improvement? It's really because your company is continually evolving. No company sits still because the marketplace doesn't sit still. Your competitors will not let you sit still. There are always innovations in the marketplace that cause new problems to crop up. These can be service problems. These can be product problems. There's always new regulation. You name the year, there's been a new regulation come in that has impacted compliance. So your business is always evolving, and compliance is not a paper exercise as many want it to be. It's an evolving solution to business problems, to business processes. When you have that realization, you'll then understand the need for continuous improvement. Number two, there are a wide variety of tools for continuous improvement which will enhance both your compliance and business process. And finally, number three, don't forget the legal part of this. Both the DOJ and SEC will give meaningful credit to thoughtful efforts to create a sustainable compliance program if a problem is later discovered, if you have engaged in continuous monitoring going forward. I hope you will join us tomorrow where we start a new month of 31 days to a more effective compliance program. We take up the topic of written standards. As a call to action, I would ask that you tell one of your colleagues about this podcast series on the nuts and bolts of compliance, 31 days to a more effective compliance program, and this month's topic of continuous monitoring. 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network, and this month's sponsor is Affiliated Monitors. I hope you will join me again tomorrow for another episode in 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program.